Walk on, my bro.
I good, brother. I good, man.
Um,
Welcome.
I'm on a 6-hour transit, or actually like 8-hour transit from Dominica to the UK, and my stop off is in St. Lucia, and my manager is St. Lucian.
Yeah.
And he made sure I come and put in the work, like I put in the work when I'm in Jamaica and other countries. And you were quite surprised to see me here.
Yeah, I was actually. Because when you called, you said it's Shawnee V. I'm like, nah, that's not true, man.
Hey, I am in your place, St. Lucia.
Welcome.
And thank you very much. I just left T Blacks.
Yeah.
I just left him on a school tour. It seems like your country is getting ready for a carnival.
Yeah, man, we're getting ready for Carnival, yeah.
Tell me about carnival in St. Lucia.
Well, Carnival in St. Lucia, I will say, is one of the best carnivals in the world. So,
Are you being biased?
nah, I ain't being biased. It's the truth. You know what I mean? And as a carnival ambassador, I have to represent and let them know. Come to St. Lucia. Trust me, it's one of the best carnivals in the world. You won't regret it.
What's the one difference to every other carnival?
It's more fun, eh? And the only carnival you get Denry segment music also, so you know what I mean?
And that's why I'm here, for the Dennery, to understand the Dennery. I think one of the things as an ambassador for Caribbean music on BBC Radio 1 Extra and just in general is that when you say Caribbean music, you say reggae, dancehall, and soca.
Yeah.
And then there's the subcategories that get left out. And through my investigations and my conversations in Dominica, they're like, Bouillon is Bouillon. Bouillon is not soca. Is Dennery the same thing?
Yeah, Dennery is Dennery. It's not soca. It's a subgenre, but we don't consider it as soca because Dennery segment is different than soca music.
Tell me what is the difference, because if I go to an event in the UK and they say it's a soca event, I expect to hear everything under that umbrella term of soca.
Yeah.
But I am here to learn. So tell me what is the main difference that you would say?
All right. So the main difference with the Dennery segment is the mixture of the English and the Creole on the beat. Also, the beats are different from the soca beats. Also, it's a huge difference.
The rhythms, to me, and I'm gonna be honest with you, but is that when I hear Bouillon, when I hear Dennery, it feels like it's an expression of that country with a dancehall attitude.
That's the thing, yeah? Because with the Dennerys, it's authentically St. Lucian. And soca is not authentically St. Lucian, So Dennery segment is authentic St. Lucia music. That's why most of these Dennery segment songs, you hear a lot of Creole in there,
Somebody told me that you say that stuff to hide the slackness.
Nah, man, it's just the reality of it, It's just the reality of it. I'm not hiding no slackness.
So, Dennery music, we're in Dennery. Can you give me like some history about it, how it came about?
Okay, so we in Dennery, big up all my Dennery people. Here's the birthplace of Dennery segment music, right? The history of the Dennery segment, like you say, some slackness, but when we started this off, it actually didn't have a name at the time, right? But because of the type of music and the style of music, a lot of people kind of look at it sideways, So most times the public would call the radio stations and they would request that type of music. Then when they called, they'd say, well, give me the guys from Dennery. So over time, so the public actually gave it the name. So over time, when they keep calling, it actually became Dennery segment. Can we get the Dennery segment, And that's how the name came about.
So the music, the sound, the style is synonymous to this area.
I wouldn't say to this area per se. It's
or the biggest stars come from.
Yeah, well, the biggest stars come from Dennery. Yeah.
And who are some of those stars?
I would say Surbans, Mighty, LT. Yeah, only for them, Yeah, but the birthplace is Dennery. That's the birthplace.
Tell me about Dennery, guy. It looks like a very picturesque place. Is it a fishing community?
Yeah, it is a fishing village. But Dennery actually has two parts. This is Dennery Village, and it's Dennery South, and then there's Dennery North also. And Dennery North is where I'm from, you know what I mean? So Dennery North is more like a farming area, and Dennery South is more of a fishing village. Yeah, but one Dennery.
So the farming, because when we was driving up here, Lloyd, my driver, was telling me that the farming is kind of being under pressure of late as well because of like the banana was the main crop, and the UK doesn't take the bananas no more. And then I realized, wow, for real, I used to see Bananas from St. Lucia.
From St. Lucia, yeah. And again, the banana industry got hit by hurricanes also. So all that gave it a big blow, you know. But, you know, the farmers still doing their stuff, planting what they have to. You have to do what you have to do to survive, you know. Yeah.
But the music is still growing from here.
It's growing, definitely growing, definitely growing.
Now, it did seem like Dennery had its moment a good few years ago, like a very big peak, where a lot of sounds, records that were coming out that were like, those were big. Do you think that Dennery has had its peak, or is there more to come from Dennery?
There's definitely more to come. You understand? When Dennery came out, it was something new. So, you know, it caught a lot of people's attention. And again, most of the artists didn't understand the business aspect of the music industry, you understand? So most of them couldn't keep up with the music and different stuff, because, you know, as artists, we go through struggles also, you understand? Yeah, man, because it's not easy. You know, you have to pay to record and pay to do videos and all kind of thing, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Is it a case that a lot of artists got caught up in the hype of the Dennery, but the Dennery weren't actually paying their bills?
Well, you could say that, but most of them actually, you know, like I said, most of them understood the business aspect of it. And, you know, on that side, well, I'll speak for myself. I understood the whole vibe, so I changed my vibe. I never stopped dropping music. I always continued, you know what I mean? Travel non-stop and continue pushing this segment, you know?
Was there one in particular person, like a DJ, influencer, or an artist that really took Dennery to that place, to that you could say, that's the poster boy? That without that person, we'd be struggling.
A lot of the DJs push the music, but what I will give credit to is Freezy. Freezy's song was actually the first song to actually give people the listening air. They are split in the middle, yeah. So you have to give where it's due, you know what I mean? So that was the song that actually brought Dennery segment on the scene and had people listening. You know, what's that type of music, you understand? So it kind of paved the way for us artists.
So is Freezy from around these communities as well?
I mean, Freezy's from Bexon. It's not too far from Dennery.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you guys saw that record split in the middle, and there was a complete juggling on it as well, and I love the fact, as a dancehall DJ, I love the fact that there's juggling. Like, what happened during that time when you all saw split in the middle pop?
What happened at the time? Well, it just brought excitement and more motivation to us artists, you understand? Because it's like, we just here doing this for fun, and then all of a sudden one of them just took off, you know? So it was more motivation for us artists. So it just gave us more speed to just push the music, make more music, and yeah, man, eventually.
What made you not know that song had popped though? Is it a case of it was getting played in other regions or different parties? What was the region then that you would say has to give that stamp of approval, that validation? You see the way you're laughing? It's like you know exactly where I'm going with all this.
Because normally when we release music, it's like it plays all over the island, all on the radio stations, you know? So we know it's a hit. But we never expect that it was going to travel, you know? So when we start seeing videos of that song from different countries, that's when we saw, that's it, you know? That was it from there.
And you got some big songs out there, like One Drop. These songs are big streamers. Tell me about your songs.
Well, you know, my songs, how I keep it authentically Denry, you know? Creole and English mix. With the One Drop has taken me all over the world, man, as far as the Indian Ocean to Mauritius and Rainier Island. Yeah, man. Big up my French fans and all, yeah. But with my music, it's done quite a lot for me and my career and my community, you know. So I'm grateful and thankful.
I like the way you say your career and your community. What does it mean for you, for your community to see you out there on that world stage?
Well, it's a big thing for them. As you could see, we are a very small village, a small community, you know. So imagine a community with just a few hundred people, a few thousand people, and getting to see Son of the Soil out there representing very far away, you know what I mean, and different places. It means a lot to them. They are very proud of, you know, when I walk through the community, you know, the love I get from my people is just amazing. Yeah.
How often do you get to go out in the world and do your job?
All the time. I actually just came back from Antigua just last night, you know what I mean? So I travel a lot. Yeah. Well, before COVID, I used to travel more. But you know, when COVID came along, it just gave mostly a big blow to all the artists and the industry, you know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Is it mainly like the French Caribbean speaking countries that are really supporting you guys? So when I spoke to like Taffy, Shelly from Signal, I spoke to TK as well. They were like, yo, Shawnee, the French speaking communities, like like Guadeloupe, Martinique, all these places.
Sure, for sure. They accepted it first. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, places like Martinique, Guadeloupe, they accepted this music with open hands, you know. Actually, the first country I got booked for was Martinique, you know. Then we did St. Vincent, Trinidad, Guadeloupe, French Guiana. Oh, French Guiana loves the music also, you know.
What about Europe? Because there's a lot of those kind of people in communities in Europe. Have you got the chance to go to Europe?
I've gotten calls and emails to fly to Europe, but most of the time when they try to book me, I'm actually booked somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't gone to Europe yet. I'm looking forward to that hopefully sometime this year. Yeah, man.
And the UK?
Yeah, the UK. Actually, definitely the UK. I think I've only been to the UK once. You know?
Only one?
Only once. And that was like 8 years ago. I didn't even have all this big hit.
Seriously?
Yeah, man.
What do you remember of the UK?
It's very cool.
As we sit here in the sweltering heat of St. Lucia, it's very, very cold. But now, you must be like eager to get back to the UK, especially for something like Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah, definitely, because I've never been to Notting Hill Carnival. Yeah, sorry.
What have you heard about Notting Hill Carnival?
Nah, I see the videos, man, and most of my colleagues actually are in Notting Hill Carnival when it's happening. Most of the times I'm actually booked in another country. That's why I've never made it to Notting Hill Carnival.
Now, as a dancer selector,
yeah,
I'm seeing Jamaica really take on to the music from the other islands. I want to say soca, but I know I'm saying the word soca as an umbrella term.
Yeah.
Because there is so many other subgenres underneath. What are you seeing from Jamaica? And are you feeling that new energy from Jamaica? Is it important to you guys?
Well, definitely, because Jamaica is one of the countries where we have the biggest music stars, you know? So we actually look up to them. Vybz Kartel is who actually inspired me to do music.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. That's why when you listen to my music, well, I don't know most times if you understand it, but...
well, the Creole, I know.
Yeah, it's very, very lyrical. Yeah, it's very lyrical. And that's what inspired me to do music, you know? Yeah, man, Free World Boss.
But is there anybody local that kind of influenced you as well and inspired you?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie now.
Serious thing?
Seriously.
Yeah. So this whole Dennery movement is kind of, it's like a guinea pig stage then really and truly and birthing new stars.
Yeah. Well, he used to birth stars like every month. But again, you know, for all the struggles and stuff, most of the artists stop releasing music, you know? So it's sad, but then artists like me, Black Boys, Surbans, we still keep it going, you know? So
100%.
Yeah, man.
So if people want to go and investigate your music, and as I say, when I was in Dominica, when I was in Trinidad, I never ever pretend to know exactly 100% what you guys are up to. I know the names and the spaces, we do the research. But just like other people, sometimes I'm in the dark.
Yeah.
What would you say are your top 3 selected songs where it's like, these are must-have to listen to understand who Umpa'S is?
I would say One Drop, for sure. Plat, Siren also.
And why those songs?
Because these songs have the most traction from my catalog. Yeah.
So what I want you to do, which one of them is the most filthiest?
Come again?
Which one of them is the most filthiest song?
I'd say One Drop. Nothing beats One Drop.
So give me the lines from One Drop, and I want to hear the Creole lines, and you're going to translate them for me.
Yo. All right. So One Drop was like, first fire, one drop. AP cock up. So ladies, do a one drop, then cock up your body, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Then fire TikTok. Who got the free want Mac barber shop? So do a TikTok. You look fresh like when you Mac from a barber shop. So
that don't sound dirty though. Compared to some of the Booyah songs. That is like, you could play that to your grandmother, mine.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And you know, even when I hear your delivery, I hear dancehall.
Yeah.
I can't tell no lie. Is there any dancehall artists that you would like to collaborate with?
From Jamaica?
Yeah.
Well, it was for sure.
Even in Dominica, the jewelry, like this, like the gold looks like it's what the Guyanese would have been wearing back in the day. Is it the same kind of gold? Because these islands all seem to have their own individual style when it comes to their jewelry. Tell me about your jewelry.
Well, the jewelry is a must-have, you know what I mean? When the jewelry is just a reminder of where we're coming from. We're coming from poverty, we're coming from struggle. So when the jewelry just reminds us of where we're coming from and where we're heading, you know what I mean? As you could see, our style is very close to the French style of jewelry. Because, you know, Martinique is very close to us. Most of our jewelry, we get it from Martinique. Yeah. With the Dominicans, even the Trinis, their style different also. We only wear 18 karat gold, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We only wear 18 karat.
So that is solid all the way through as well then, yeah?
Yeah, 18 karat, everything 18, you know what I mean?
Because I know a lot of people saw like the big things them that Byron Messiah was wearing around the world, and that's kind of like the poster boy for all this kind of jewelry, right?
Yeah. Well, if you look at his jewelry, the style is also different from most of the jewelry the Dominicans wear and the St. Lucians wear, you know? Because most of their jewelry is like flat and
Yeah. Very thin and all the way.
Yeah, man, they're our style, you know.
So Umpa, as we sit here in Dennery on the coast of St. Lucia, like, can I tell you?
Yeah.
Well, for a man that's traveled so much, yeah, and I've seen some picturesque places. St. Lucia is friggin' nice.
Oh yeah.
Guys. What are you most proud of about St. Lucia?
I would say our culture. You know, our culture. I love it. Yeah, it's unique. And also, you been to Sufra? No?
No, we're going to be passing there afterwards.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely should do that there. Yeah, man. So you got to see our pitons and driving volcano and everything, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's where we're going to drive through the drive.
Yeah, well, yeah. You should definitely do that before you leave. Yeah, man, get a nice sulfur bath. Yeah, man.
Sulfur bath in Jamaica.
Nah, you ain't got our sulfur spring.
Okay.
It's different. It's unique.
I hear you.
Yeah, man.
What makes you a St. Lucian?
What makes me a St. Lucian? My authentic language and authentic culture. Utan sanadola, mo ask you wako ban sanadia. There you go.
What did you just say?
I said you understand what I'm saying, yeah?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Listen, Umpa, thank you very much for making that time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like St. Lucia, like I said to Dominica, like I said to Trinidad and Antigua, Shawnee will be back.